So as of today, the Grandmaster Witness has launched the Excision mission 12-man activity, which is not match made. You need to find a fire team. Just go on Fireteam Finder, make an application, and people will join like crazy. So make sure that you do that. This video is going to show you the tips. This particular clip was only 9 of us. It wasn't 12. So this video is going to go over the 2 main tips with the Grandmaster Exorcism on what you need to do to make sure that you do it. Number 1 is that you will lose res tokens on DPS because people don't understand the movement. So look at the movement. As soon as the first hand comes, be waiting for the second one. Yeah? So if there's one right, then it's going to be left. That's basically it. But don't DPS when you shouldn't be doing it. Like, look, I'm waiting. See, I'm not DPSing. I'm waiting to strafe, then DPS. It's very subtle, but it makes all the difference for people. So this is the biggest tip for people. Like, look at my team. A lot of you are dying. It's just because we're not used to the Witness, and Witness is OP and all this sort of stuff. I highly recommend Still Hunt for DPS as well. Highly recommend Still Hunt because just the amount of damage it does. Even if you're not on a hunter, still run it. It's just doing massive damage. Highly recommend obviously precision style weapons. I run a linear because you can hip fire. See, if you can hip fire the Witness, you can look for the hands as well, DPS. Whereas if you're ADSing, you can't see as good. So when you snipe after the second hand is done, not the first. So look, first hand comes up. I'm actually going to jump off map because I was out of position there. So you can also do that. That's why I have a plan B. So if you want to sort of just jump off the island, you can also do that, but you will lose damage. But obviously, that's what you can do. But I'm running out of ammo. That's why I was wanting to get a box. It was in my mind, like, is there a box behind me, a heavy ammo crate? Which they do respawn, by the way. They do end up respawning. It just takes a while. So I'm going to switch to Outbreak because I've barely got any ammo now, really. So I've just swapped to Outbreak. That is a backup damage option, of course. So that's your tip for Witness to stay alive because you're going to lose res tokens. Say you're healthy at 10 res tokens and all of you die on the island for DPS, you've just lost all your res tokens. You took all that work. So this tip of playing from the back of the island and strafing left and right, or jumping off the island, you can, but like I say, you're going to lose damage. Now this damage looks bugged because it keeps going on and on. Now this was our 3rd phase of damage. Let me know if that's the actual mechanic. Let me know if on your 3rd phase of damage on the Witness GM, did the damage timer just go on and on and on? Because for us it did. Is this a bug? I don't know enough about the mission to know it. If it's intended, I understand why it's intended because it's long. But if it's not, then I've been lucky. We've been lucky, haven't we? So another thing is you can farm champions on the right hand side for res tokens. So you could farm 20, 30 res tokens on the right hand side. The barriers and the overloads keep spawning up and up, over and over and over. So if you get all 12 people on the Tormentor Phase to kill champions over and over, you'll have loads of reses. But you need everyone on board to do this. Like, at times I saw it where in my team there was 3 of us trying to get reses back by killing the champs on right, and then 6 or 7 other people were on the other side trying to kill Tormentor. Just take your time. Spawn, kill the champs on right, get the res tokens really high so that there's no chance of going back to orbit. Boom, you're done. So that's your tip. Right hand side. Farm champs over and over and over and over, right? Now, I think the strat, honestly, the LFG strat or the easy strat would be 12 outbreaks because you could easily hip fire outbreak for DPS and you do a lot of damage, I bet, with 12 of you doing this. And you can outstrafe the hands. Like, look, I'm waiting. I'm thinking of hands. Hands glow. Right, that's right. Then it's going to be left. And then you're good to go. When there's the big palm attack at the end of DPS, by the way, you need to jump off the island because that just melts all of you. So when you see the big palm attack, that means it's the end of that damage wave. You need to jump off the island. So look, the movement's easy to do. There's no need to jump about. Not for me, anyways. My playstyle was strafe left and right, easy, and I can even hip fire, do damage whilst I'm doing it. I'm going to go back and get a heavy brick because I'm literally, like I say, I've got no ammo. And apparently my teammates told me that there's heavy there now, so I can swap. You may as well honestly run all DPS weapons. There's no need for a primary unless you're doing the outbreak strat. Because when you pick up the heavy ammo, it gives you special ammo. Still hunt, as I say, I highly recommend it. Even if you're not on a hunter, just run it. Like you could have all 12 still hunts, then swap to outbreak and do stuff like that. You know, honestly, it's just the amount of damage, the burst damage it does, because that's what you want. Because you're not going to DPS the entire time. You're going to wait for hands. Don't DPS during hands, because giving yourself that extra 1 second to move out of the way, like so. If you have to slide, slide, but you know, strafe and slide, and it helps out. But yeah, that was the Grandmaster Exorcism or the Witness. You get the Ergo Sum Catalyst, the Energy Sword. I don't know how good that is yet or whatever. I know that the sword is good, but there's a lot of random rules on the sword. I don't really know much about it yet to sort of comment on it. But yeah, it was a good activity, this. Like, they need to push 12-man stuff. Obviously, this is a indication that they're going to do 12-man raids, isn't it? You're going to say I'm crazy, but obviously this is an indication that they're going towards 12-man activities. But they need to make the activity match that there's 12 Guardians in the future. Yeah? Once they do that, and then you can sort of have, like, certain rules in your fire team, like this guy's a support role, this guy's this role, this guy's the mechanic guy, this guy's this role. Once you open up that raid to 12 over 6, right, and make the raids more grander, bigger, everything, honestly, that's where the game will come to the next level. But they need to drop last gen consoles to do it. That's what I think they're gonna do in 2025. We'll see. But as I say, this was a decent experience. I liked it. I'll be running it more. But that was the video on this. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.